Hi there. This lesson is about discovering something new in the song Starlight, Starbright. First of all, let's go ahead and sing the song together. It starts with Starlight. Ready, go. Starlight, star bright, first star I see tonight. Wish I might, have the wish I wish tonight. Yeah. Okay, so let's find out something new about this song. We're just going to start with part of the song. We're going to start at the beginning and we're going to do 4 beats. So let's put 4 beats on your lap and let's stop after 4 beats of the song. Ready? And we're going to start with Starlight. Ready, go. Starlight, star bright. Okay, stop. Now let's clap the rhythm. Starlight, star bright. Okay, so on this first beat here we have star. We have one sound, don't we? Okay, now we already know that that one long sound is a quarter note. So we know it's a quarter note. But we already know that. I want you to think about how that sound is different than we compare it to this one. Starlight, starlight. Compare those two sounds. How does this one sound compared to the sound that's on the second beat? Starlight. Can you tell there's a difference? They're both long sounds, they're both quarter notes. Okay, yeah, one is higher, isn't it? Starlight. So this one is what? Higher. Okay, and that sound is what we're going to call a so. We're going to call this sound so, and this is another sound over here. So let's start with this one. So in our music, we're using our lines and spaces now because the high and the low sounds that we're going to be learning are what we call the melody or the pitch. The pitch is different than rhythm. Pitch is the highness or the lowness of a sound. So this sound is kind of high. Well, we're going to call that high sound so. And I'm going to have to find that so here on our music staff somewhere. I'm going to draw that word so right here. Okay, for now. So can you tell me what space is that word in? Let's count the spaces. We've already learned that. 1, 2, 3. That's 3 spaces up. So I'm going to now draw a circle 3 spaces up, right in that space. Okay, now the circle is what we call that the note head. And that circle is showing us that this sound is going to be a so if it's in space 3 because it tells us that right there. All right, so, all right. Now, what happens over here on this sound? Is it higher or lower than so? Starlight. How does that sound? It sounds what? Lower, right. So is going to be here and the next sound has to be lower than so. And guess what? It's going to be 1 skip down. So I'm going to draw it over here. This is space 3. We're going to draw it in space 2, inside. Now when you do these note heads, they have to stay inside of the line. They can't cross over the line or it gets confusing because then you don't know, is it a line note or is it a space note? So this is going to be a space note and that is a space note. 1 skip down is going to be the sound of me. And we write it not like you and me, but in music we write it with an M and an I. So that's me, and this one we're going to call so. All right, so there's our sounds of so and me. Now, let's keep on going to the next beat. This one was starlight, star. Over on this beat, what does that sound? Compare it with these two now. Starlight, star The third beat is so again. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to draw it in the same place. Space 3. All right, there we go. So it should be the same as this. All right, let's go to the fourth beat. Starlight, star bright, bright. What sound is that over on beat 4? Is it lower or higher? It's lower, isn't it? So it should be so, mi, so, mi. So I have to go over here and draw it in space 2. Okay, so now we have a pattern here, don't we? So, mi, over there, and that sounds like the song, starlight, star bright, right? Yeah, and those are our so and mi that go high and low. Okay, now we know that they're one sound a beat, so we can make them quarter notes. So there's a little rule. When the note head is higher than line 3, we know where line 3 is, we put our stems down in music. It kind of helps us keep our music inside of the music staff. If the circle is below line 3, we usually put our stems up. So on the mi, I'm just going to put it up because it helps to kind of keep it inside of the music staff. So which way should that stem go? Down, because it is higher than line 3. And the last beat, which way should the stem go for the quarter note? It's below line 3. It goes up. There you go. And so that way it stays in the music staff. So our pattern is so, mi, so, mi. Would you sing our 4 beats? Go. Okay, excellent. Now let me tell you something while we've got this. I'm going to erase this. At the beginning of music, we're going to be finding out where is the so. It can change. Okay, if we have a word, if the so word is here, where it's going through a line, can you see that line going through there? That would be where the so would go. So we would have to put our so here on line 2. And if we sang it, we would have to sing it a little lower. So, and then where would mi go? A skip down, because the pattern is a skip down from so. So the mi would go one line down, and you got to put the circle through the middle of the line, right there, and go around that line. That would be mi. One line down, because the pattern is, if so is a line, mi is one line down. So, mi. And if starlight, if we sang the song a little lower like that, it would go starlight, star bright. And we would have so, mi. And the so would be where? Over on around line 2, color it in, and starlight, star bright. Mi would be on line 1. Okay, and we can make our quarter notes. All of our stems would go up because the circles are all below line 3. There's our new sound of so and mi. One more thing that I forgot to tell you is that sometimes we like to use hand signs to help us with the sounds of so and mi. So the sound of so is going to look like this. So there would be, put your hand in front of your body so you can see your palm like this. This would be so, and this one would be mi, which would be lower because the sound is lower like our music staff shows. So bring it up for so, bring it down for mi like this. So, mi, so, mi. Okay, you try it. So, mi, And sometimes that helps us with the sounds of so and me. So remember, this one is so, and this, when we sing lower, that's the sound of me. Great job.